fellas are ready to take off here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Excuse me. As Kevin Horner's going to bury the car in turns 1 and 2. As we'll race underway in the middle of 3 and 4. Thaddeus Martin about to get on the brake pedal. And there's going to be Tyler Weaver. And what a save by both those drivers. I think Thaddeus Marshall found out the hard way about these 525s with the weight taken out of them, as he's going to go from the top 3 all the way to the tail of the field. As the 525s doing a really good job with the number 12 of Kevin Horner able to roll through the middle of 3 and 4. Meanwhile, the 17 of Mason Orndorff is going to be your leader. You'll have Mr. Sonny Penn and number 5 to the inside. After that's going to be the 27 to Kim Hayes. He's going to get a run to the outside. He's going to tiptoe to the outside of Kevin Horner. Clears to the outside. You may have a new second place runner, and you do. Kim Hayes gets the throttle on top, and he will take over second. So as we continue on, as the number 5 of Sonny Penn, meanwhile the number 4, that's going to be Zach Theobald with the 115. Now Dane Norris moving up into the 6th spot. You got the number 11 machine of Tyler Weaver. After that, it's going to go to the 55 machine. That's going to be all Jeff Wacker. After that, it's going to be the 79 and down the board. You will have Tevin Bircher. Meanwhile, the number 18 machine of Thaddeus Marshall will be in the 11th spot. Meanwhile, the 81 of Mason Wagon are going to be at the tail end of the field of this one. Turner, 525s the rest of the night. 525s the rest of the night. So as Mason Orndorff continues to drive away in this one here at the Limaland Motorsports Park in the number 17. Kim Hayes in the 27 to go to the 12 of Kevin Horner. Meanwhile, the 5, that's going to be Sonny Penn. As Penn's going to get a run to the outside, you will have the number 4 machine of Zach Theobald. Good run down to the backstretch as they'll go their way through the middle of 3 and 4. Old man, old Tebow said beep, beep, get out the way for Sonny Penn off of turn number 4. But that opened up the door for the GFY number 115 of Dane Norris. He threw a half slider in the middle of 1 and 2. Now Norris looking good on the inside as Zach Theobald in number 4 back to the outside as we're 11 out of 40 here for the 525. There you go, Houston. It's all 525s tonight, Bob and Dobbins. The 410s flat out sucked. 12 out of 40 we go as we have our 525s. When I say about 525s, it means extra horsepower and the weight taken out of them. The 4's going to throw. Oh, man. That was a bad slider, 4. Complete and bad slider for Zach Theobald as he tried to throw one, and the 5 of Sonny got right into the back bumper of him as we continue the race, and Sonny with the save of the day. 14 out of 40 for the 525s here this afternoon as we continue on with our racing here this afternoon. As it's all going to be Mason Orndorff still out in front at number 17. 26 out of 40 tonight as Mason Orndorff is doing a really good job pulling away from Kim Hayes, that number 27. It'll go to the 12 of Kevin Horner for the 3rd spot. You got the 115 of Dane Norris in 4th. It'll go to Zach Theobald, the number 55X of Jeff Wacker, as it'll go to the 79 machine of Don Board to the inside. Battling continues on here for these 525s as it's going to be the 55 of Jeff Wacker. He's going to get a run to the inside. Devin DeBoard there as well. Battle continue on around the speedway. 24 to go as the number 5X machine of Sonny Penn, and here comes the 4 of Zach Theobald. Theobald's going to throw that big slide job in the middle of 3 and 4. That would be for the 5th spot as they go all but 4 wide off of turn number 4. Wacker did a good job in that 55. He'll get a run to the inside, down to the backstretch. Oh, man, the 18 of Thaddeus Marshall got on the brake pedal, and the 5 of Sonny Penn is just having a terrible time, and we will have a caution flag. Caution flag on the speedway for the 81 of Mason Wagner as he's going to break the right front off his race car. Whoa, Mason just absolutely demolished. He gets a little sideways off the corner and loses it and demolishes that race car and pulls the whole right front off the car. That's going to end, he leaves. That's going to be it for him. Sonny, you're good to race still, sir. If you need more repair work time, you may take it. Alrighty, guys, want to double file these cars up and go 1 to green, going to be this time by. 1 to green, going to be this time by. Mason Wagoner just destroyed himself off the wall. That's our first caution. Other than that, been pretty smooth sailing, guys. Get a good restart here in turn 3 and 4, and let's get it back under the night. Yes, pros the rest of the night, or 525s, I like to call them, with the weight taken out of them and the extra horsepower. 410 sprint cars did not show up. They just sucked, and I need to save the stream tonight. So, other than that, we're ready to rumble as the number 17 of Mason Orndorff is going to take off at the middle of 3 and the end of 4, and we are back to racing. First yellow here for these Pro or 525s, I like to call them, as we continue on. As Mason Orndorff still going to be a leader. Here comes the 55 of Jeff Wacker. Wacker going to get a run to the inside for the 3rd spot. As Wacker's got a good drive coming off of turn number 2. Will he get to this time by? He clears Kevin Horner going into 3 and 4. Jeff Wacker in the 55 to the inside as we're past. Halfway to go. Going to be this time by. Halfway to go for the pros here this afternoon as the 115 of Dane Norris. Oh, Norris. That's a bad slide job. Holy cow. Caution flag as Dane Norris going to break his right front as well. Oh, my goodness. I don't know why you would try to throw that slide job. That was so short. Dane just threw it and didn't even leave the 12 of anywhere to go. Parks it on his nose. Next turn later, he breaks the whole right front off the front stretch. Not even close for that slider, Dane. The 12 of Horniman got caught up in that. He's got a lot of damage on his race car as we are ready to roll. I don't even know why or how, but not even close. Double file, 1 to green, gentlemen. Double file, 1 to green. So here we go, guys. As the pace truck lights are going out, Kevin Horner's not going to make it back out, and Dane Norris is also done as our 525s are back underway. iRacing pace trucks, my worst enemy. Look at Jeff Wacker on the bottom on these restarts. That car is so good. Kim Hayes in contact. What a save! No! Mason Orndorff gets caught up, and here we go with the yellow flags. Woo-wee! So this started right on the restart. Mason Orndorff got a good run. He takes off. The 27 of Kim Hayes gets a run. Jeff is to the inside, and then Kim's going to drive right into the door line, and that's going to go right there, and that's what causes that crash. Unreal. He drove it into the door line of the 55 of Jeff Wacker, and that's what set it. If he didn't drive it into the door line, that would have happened. Unreal. So you got Kim up here. He's going to bounce off Mason. Jeff Wacker leaves the lane as we go to the SLR crash camera. And then as soon as he turns down into the door. And then Jeff's got nowhere to go, and he goes straight up the racetrack. Got to give it to the 20. He disconnected anyway, so that'll do it for Kim Hayes. Well, Kim Hayes pretty much Jeff wrecked himself. 3 wide, turned down into the door there, saw Jeff Wacker to the inside, and after that, it's all it wrote. Went pushed tight up the track, and there's Mason Orndorff. Double file, 1 to green this time by, boys. Double file going to be 1 to green this time by. It's always restarts. Like, no matter how you slice it, man, it's always restarts. Once, like, you guys went green flag for almost like 20-some laps. Then the first yellow comes out, and it's like all hell breaks loose. So, but anyway, as Jeff Wacker is going to take us to the green flag, Mason Orndorff doesn't get out, neither does Thaddeus Marshall. And that's going to do it for those 525 late models. But hey, they'll be back, trust me. So is Jeff Wacker in the 55, still going to be your leader. He'll work to the inside. Meanwhile, it's going to be that number 79 machine down on the board. The board took an EOL penalty in this one, and he's coming from the back of the field on 3 yellows here for these 525. Sonny Penn and Zach Tiabo going to war as we got about 14 to go here this afternoon as these 525 Pro late models continue to lead the way. So as we continue on, as Thaddeus Marshall saying about checking up for the wrecks, I got you. As Jeff Whacker in the 55 still going to be your leader. Meanwhile, the number 79 ride of Donovan aboard as they'll race their way through the middle of turn 3 and 4 once again. After that, it's going to be all the 15 of Davin Bircher. You got the number 4 of Zach Tiabo. I think he burnt his tires off as that car is aggressively loose coming out the bottom in turn 1 and 2 as these pro late models race their way. As Jeff Whacker in the number 55 still going to be your leader. The 79 of Donovan aboard. After that, you're going to have a few of the guys with the 15 of Davin Bircher. You have the 11 machine of Tyler Weaver. How about the 5X of Sonny Penn? Meanwhile, the number 4, that'll be Zach Diabel. As we continue on racing these 525s. At least we got the next restart off here, but unfortunately, Mason Orndorff and company got involved as the 55 of Jeff Whacker continues the lead. Jeff Whacker has not won here at SLR yet. I think he's got his first ever podium, and he's doing a really good job. He got that car set up so perfectly on the bottom side of the speedway as Jeff Whacker continues to roll that hot bottom. Meanwhile, it's going to go to the 76 of Don on the board. Davin Bircher, Tyler Weaver going to be your top 3 cars going into this one. As the number 5 of Sonny Penn throws a nice little slider into the 11 machine of Tyler Weaver, as Tyler Weaver's able to roll to the outside. You know when I start reading, wow, car high, Sonny. No car high there for Sonny. Good save for Tyler Weaver as we continue to battle it out. We got 5 to go as racing continues on, as we got about 5 to go this time by. As you will have the battle for the 4th and the 5th spot as Tyler Weaver in the 11 machine. He'll go to Sonny Penn back for the inside, down to the backstretch. He's still getting that outside lane rolled up. How about the bottom still being in? You got 2 lanes of racing being shown as we got 4 to go. And how about Jeff Whacker in the number 55 machine, able to continue to slow roll the bottom in the middle with 3 and 4. 3 to go this time. Now, the last time Jeff Whacker got a podium, he did it right in front of his mom. Hopefully his mom is in the chat because he's about to get a win here. As we're going to cue up the choir, we got 2 to go this time by. Two to go for these 525s, and there's going to be a very, very happy man named Jeff Whacker here on 2 more sets of corners. White flag for the 55 of Jeff Whacker. Boy, oh boy, we're taking these 525s to the near speedway for the final time. Jeff Whacker, he will see his first ever checkered flag here on the SLR show. We'll go to the 79 of Don on the board, the 15 of Davin Bircher, the 5X of Sonny Penn. It'll go to the 11 of Tyler Weaver, and